Speaking of bigots, here's a blast from the past. Karl Rove.
Conservative, or people who are naturally conservative say, is there a place in your party for somebody who looks and thinks like me? And suddenly they say, wait a minute, there is. So that is a big, important benefit to us.
And Cori Bush, I think he's from St. Louis, but I mean, your sentiment.
No, different. This is Cori Bush, who's a woman. She's from, I believe that she's from Baltimore.
Oh, I didn't know there were two. Okay, thank you, Karl Rove. All right, according to
there are not two Cori Bushes. There is one Cori Bush, and she is from St. Louis. She was one of the organizers of the Black Lives Matter movement after Ferguson. Bigoted Karl Rove is confusing two black women. Just as soon as I heard him say it, I knew exactly who he was talking about. He was talking about Kim Klasik from Baltimore.
With Kajabi, it's easy to...
Because, you know, all black women are the same exact thing. They all look alike, right?
Do you care about Black lives? I do. And
this is who he was thinking about.
Baltimore, I actually have a plan to make life better for black people here. Walk with me. I want you to see this.
That's all we're going to want. Yeah, let's... For fancy graphics there. They poured a lot of money into her campaign for her to suffer an astonishing loss. And according to this editorial, she sets a new standard for election denial. Miss Klasik did not merely lose for the second time in 7 months. Her bid to capture the 7th district seat once held by the late Elijah Cummings, she was defeated in something akin to an electoral tsunami. She fared only slightly better than Republican candidates have in this democratically gerrymandered district in elections past. But Miss Klasik decided to go full Trump and post on social. I don't like the way he framed that democratically gerrymandered district. Because what happens in gerrymandering is yes, it ended up with one district being heavily Democrat because they've carved out the other districts to where this one will be totally Democrat and then the others, they won't be competitive for Republicans. Gerrymandering needs to end. But she has jumped on this stop the steal bullshit. I beat my opponent on day of and in-person voting along with absentee. However, 97K mail-in ballots were found in his favor. No, they sued to make sure couldn't count the ballots before Election Day. I'm actually not sure about Maryland. That was in Pennsylvania. But I'm guessing that's what happened. Now, speaking of Cori Bush, let's find out who Cori Bush actually is. Because she's a badass, and you should know her name. Today was the congressional orientation for new incoming lawmakers. And she wore a mask that said Breonna Taylor. And apparently led some GOP colleagues mistakenly believing that her name is Breonna. First of all, how do these people not know who Breonna Taylor is? Have they not watched the news in the last 6 months? That is an indictment of the representatives we have in D.C. It's day one, so I'm wearing my Breonna Taylor mask. Few of my Republican colleagues have called me Breonna, assuming that's my name. It hurts, but I'm glad they'll come to know her name and story because of my presence here. I should have grabbed a video of her. She is a badass. You want to hear her speak. And I'm going to promise you, You're going to hear a lot from her from right-wing media. This is going to be their new boogeyman. This is their new Ilhan Omar that they will attack relentlessly. Well, and it's a bit like AOC. They did it to her as well. The polling shows that Democrats, in terms of name value, don't really know who AOC is, whereas most of the electorate of Republicans do know who AOC is because they can't keep her name out of their mouths on Fox News and Newsmax and OAN. I've argued, thank you, right-wing media. You have made AOC, Ilhan Omar, Ariana Presley, Rashida Tlaib far more powerful than they ever would be. Please keep it up. Please come after Cori Bush. Because really, they are making them a bigger deal than what they would have been. Now, on the flip side, Marjorie Taylor Greene. Our first session of new member orientation covered COVID in Congress. Now, this is an issue because Republicans were testing positive and not telling their Democratic colleagues, and still coming to work like the assholes they are. Mask, mask, mask. I proudly told my freshman class that masks are oppressive. In Georgia, we work out, shop, go to restaurants, go to work, and school without masks. We looked at the chart yesterday, and that's one of the reasons why COVID infections are running rampant in Georgia, because you aren't doing just the bare fucking minimum to protect your fellow citizens. Free your face. Now, it did note that she complied with the rules and wore an American flag emblazoned mask. Now, I wanted to be able to play some video of Marjorie Taylor Greene. She is a QAnon supporter. She believes that her Democratic colleagues are all part of a satanic pedophile ring. So let's hear what she had to say back in August.
They signed it, they swore in on the Koran.
Oh, we have the Bible. We're going to talk about swearing in on the how to swear in on the Bible with them and let them know what our law says. That you can't swear in on the Koran. So we're going to explain that. You know, we're going to explain about how you can't.
Oh my God! Now, fucking the first member of Congress, was it Keith Ellison? I believe was the first Muslim member of Congress back in 2006. I might be fucking this up. The Republicans made a really big deal about him being sworn in on the Quran. He went to the Library of Congress and got Thomas Jefferson's Quran. It was sworn in on it. Now, that's a brilliant fucking move.
Swear in on the Koran, and we're going to have the Bible and ask them if they would swear in on the Bible. That we really need them.
We have the oath.
Yeah, we have the oath. Yep. So I think that's important.
Now they can. The sad thing is, now
you're infringing on our religion.
Which you should not.
You're infringing on our religion.
Yes.
By saying that we can't swear in on the Quran.
But when they swore in, it wasn't a law yet, right? At the time they swore in.
I don't know.
I think at the time they swore in, that wasn't passed.
Yeah.
It's a law? Is it a law in Georgia?
Right.
Yeah, so it was.
Fucking somebody challenge that law then.
So they're not really official, I don't think. So let's go ask them to swear in the Bible, because, like you said, Will,
It has to be the Holy Bible.
Yeah, it has to be the Bible.
Well,
the Constitution says no religious litmus tests. You stupid bitch.
the bottom line is Sharia law is not compatible with America.
Yep.
That's the bottom line.
That's the bottom line.
How can you say you represent women, but you support Sharia law?
But you support Sharia law. What? So that's the kind of batshit we have to look forward to over the next couple of years. Before hopefully she gets booted from Congress.